Good morning, everyone, from Vogel State Park in Blairsville, Georgia. Since the pandemic had everything closed around us and all the campgrounds, we haven't been able to camp in a really long time. So we decided to come out camping. We actually wanted to go to a state park in Tennessee, but there actually wasn't any state parks that had a decent camping spot. It was mostly backpacking stuff, and we didn't feel like doing that this time. So we found one in Georgia, about 2 hours out of Chattanooga, called, I guess we're saying it right, Vogel, V-O-G-E-L State Park. We have a walk-in site, so our tent is here, and we had to park up there where the cars are. I don't know if I'm aiming that correctly. So it's a little bit of a walk, but it's not bad at all. We can still see the car from here. And we brought our kayaks out, so we're gonna do a little bit of that today, a little bit of hiking. I'm just excited to have a good day. Hopefully it doesn't get too hot. Our tent's all in the shade and it feels really nice right now, so hopefully it stays nice here. We're on a short hike on a little trail that goes around the lake, and apparently on the other side of the lake, where it appears you can only walk or probably kayak to, there's a waterfall, and y'all know how much I love waterfalls. We're sitting here eating our peaceful lunch by this gorgeous creek, and all of a sudden we hear a car take off really fast with the back open. We see this, and the guy's yelling horrible things at somebody. Come to find out, it was his wife and sons. He was cussing at them, calling them curse words, and screaming in front of everyone. So everyone was staring, and his wife and sons just kind of like walked off from him and let him go on his rant. And he drove around real fast in a very unsafe way, and then went and parked, sat for a minute, and then grabbed a soda and started walking towards them all nonchalant. I said all that to say, don't ever be that person. We're all trying to enjoy our meal. Obviously, he gets like that often. If he does this in public, no telling what he does at home. Don't treat other people like that, especially your family, man. It's not cool. I felt bad for his wife and kids. It is not, I don't care how mad you are, there's no reason to get that mad where you're degrading and screaming at another human being, especially your wife and kids, in public. We gotta be better than that. If you watch any of the Appalachian Trail thru hikers, you've probably seen this place. We're at Nil Gap. Does this tree look familiar to you?
Yep, you're fine.
You're fine.
On a camera? Yeah. Oh. I'll go around.
No, you're fine. I'm looking up into the tree.
Oh.
We didn't even mean to come here. We actually came here from the campground. We meant to come here, but we didn't know we were coming to Nil Gap, which is a place we've seen all of our favorite thru hikers come to. So this is kind of cool. We came up here to try to check out their sleeping pads because the ones we had last night were not comfortable on the harder rock ground. So that's what we came up here to check out, and it ended up being a cool place that we saw. So I've been to Nil Gap, and I haven't even thru hiked the AT yet. We were all excited checking out the sights here at Nil Gap and checking out the soar, and we looked outside and it's just pouring down rain. We weren't expecting rain, and our tent, we left the top part off to ventilate it because it was like no ventilation last night. It was hot. So we're letting it ventilate today. Well, hopefully it's not raining at the state park. We're about 3 miles away. So now we had to cut our shopping trip short and run back to try to close our tent up. So we booked it back to the campsite to check on our tent, and it's raining here. So our tent is among trees, so hopefully it's not getting too wet, but here we go. Yep. Let's see what we're dealing with. Okay, we're under a tree, so I think we're good actually. Our tent's not really wet at all. It's not really wet at all. Even the top of it's not really wet because it's under a tree, so we're gonna sail her back up.
Well, and it didn't rain here as hard as it did.
And we're good. Good to go. I don't even see drops on her. Thank God. I think we're gonna go back to that store. We wanted to get a shirt, but we had to rush out. Disaster averted. Tent is dry, thank God. I think we're gonna go back to mountain crossings at Nil Gap because I wanted to get a shirt, but we had to rush out because I could just picture our Tennessee floating down the road and meeting our tent floating down the road and meeting us as we come cruising back up.
Our pads and our pillows just floating.
Yeah, just flotation devices. But we're good now, so we're gonna go back, and I'm actually kind of glad it rained. Hopefully it'll cool it down a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't bring humidity. In a minute we're going kayaking. The rain is over. It got more humid outside. I was hoping it would make it cooler. It got hotter. But we're finally out on the kayaks. This is Mel's first time taking hers out. She's back there enjoying her serenity. I got on mine and forgot my GoPro, so I had to go back and got all gross and dirty and get back in. But I couldn't come kayaking without bringing you guys along with me. What a day it has been. Kayaking was so much fun. It got really hot though, and then we got hungry, so we decided to come back to the campsite and barbecue. And my return to land was not as graceful as I had previously hoped, and I may have gotten drenched with water. I did not flip, but I did end up pretty wet from about my waist down. So we went and took a shower. They have really nice showers here. I know some of you guys probably think I'm a baby camper, but I felt greasy and muddy and slimy from the nasty water, and I didn't want to sleep like that all night. So I took a shower and I feel much better, although I'm still sweating because it's humid out here. But we are barbecuing some chicken, and we're only cooking the chicken because it's gonna go bad if we don't. We're gonna try this tonight. Last night we tried the curry, some sort of curry. It was actually really good. This is more than enough for 2 people. It's pad thai. So we're gonna have some ginger chicken and pad thai. We'll see how that goes. I'm boiling the water, getting ready. Mel's trying to get a fire started. Last night we had problems because I don't know, the wood was strange, or the logs. It wasn't lighting up. So hopefully we'll get a fire going tonight, have some grub, relax for a little bit, and then tomorrow's the day we leave. Probably, we have to be out of here by noon. We'll probably do something fun tomorrow. Maybe go kayaking here again, maybe take the kayak somewhere outside of the park, maybe do a little hike on the Appalachian Trail. The world is pretty much our oyster, so we're gonna figure out what we're gonna do tomorrow. We are almost out of food and clothes, so can't do too much more fun stuff, but we might make a day of it tomorrow as well, but that's to be determined. In my opinion, campfires are like the best part of camping. I don't know how people go camp and just don't light a campfire. That's like the best part. But I'm curious, if you guys are campers, What's your favorite part of camping? Is it the campfire, sleeping in a tent? Obviously being in nature is the reason we do it. Cooking. I like making coffee in the morning. I think that's my second favorite part of camping. What's your favorite part of camping, Mel?
Making the campfire.
She likes making the campfire. She's a fire specialist.
Yep.
We got a decent fire going finally. And by the way, that pad thai we had was bomb. Like out of a 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, we both gave it a 9. So if you guys have been curious about trying those type of meals, try them. So easy. Just boil water, put the water in, throw a couple toppings in, stir it, let it sit for 20 minutes in the bag. Good to go.